All right, here's a flashback for you. On this day, 26 years ago, was Tony Dorsett inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Of course, he went to my alma mater, Hopewell High School, where he got the nickname Hawk, because during a basketball game once, someone lost a contact lens, and he pointed it out from about 20 feet away. That's how he got the nickname. Won the Heisman Trophy and the championship in '76, Super Bowl with the Cowboys. Number 33 has been retired by the University of Pittsburgh. And Andrew, I'll never forget his games against Notre Dame, specifically the 300-yard game.
Bob, how'd you get the nickname Pompeani? What's the backstory there?
That's a WWE thing, so I don't want to explain too much. Yeah, Pompeani, you know. That's how
Bob,
it is.
I got to tell you something. I don't really get all the complaining and gnashing of teeth over Notre Dame being in the ACC this year. I think it's good for the conference. It's more visibility. It's more eyes on it because Notre Dame is such a huge fan base. They're sharing the NBC money. Let him have a shot at the ACC championship game. I know that there's a lot of anti-Notre Dame sentiment out there, and sometimes I lead that charge. But in this case, I think it was a very shrewd move and a good move
I agree
by
with
the
that.
ACC to include Notre Dame.
It makes everything better in the ACC, and quite frankly, with no non-conference except for the one they're going to add, and we don't know what that is. But I like the fact that they're taking on Clemson and they're taking on Florida State.
Too.
And all of these games are meaningful. That's the way, to me, it should be. But I understand why the non-conference games are there. All right, let's go out to the lines, Andrew. We'll begin with Cole, who joins us in Harrisburg. What's up, Cole? How you doing?
Good. Love the show. So I have a question regarding the Pirates lineup choices. Why are the Pirates starting veteran major leaguers like Guillermo Heredia, Gerard Dyson, and Phillip Evans when they have really no potential to succeed? They don't have much of a chance to reach the playoffs this year, and why are they treating this as a throwaway season when they have prospects ready for the majors and have a chance to impress management to be a star player?
I like this kid, Bob.
I
He's
like
speaking
Cole,
my
too.
language. I'm with him 100%.
Cole, you're the man. Call again, please, because you hit the nail right on the head, Andrew. Go ahead, but I agree with that.
Yeah, I get that you want to see. See, to me, the Pirates, even in a sprint, they did not even try in the first offseason or the second offseason to build a contending team. So, to me, they were tanking and rebuilding, and it was obvious to everybody. With that in mind, I would play guys for the most part who factor into their plans long term. Like I don't understand, Bob, how Kevin Newman has sat on the bench for Eric Gonzalez here twice to start the season. Why? What do you need to see from Eric Gonzalez? He make him a defensive replacement late in the game, have him come in and field maybe, but he has no role, I think, in the Pirates down the road. You got to see if Newman is an everyday shortstop or not. So
I totally agree. And if you've watched Eric Gonzalez bat, I saw something last night, I think, or the night before that I've never seen, or at least haven't seen that much, is that he struck out and swung at a pitch that hit him. He was supposed to go to first base, but he swung on the pitch, and he struck out as a result.
Well, and Shelton, Bob, I think Shelton we're seeing that there's growing pains with the manager. I was at the game last night. It's the ninth inning, you're down 3 runs. How do you let Gonzalez hit there when you've got Osuna on your bench, who's one of the best pinch hitters in all of baseball? You just watched the Brewers rally 2 nights before. It was like Shelton didn't even care because they had 1 hit in the first 8 innings. I could not believe that he didn't try to go all out in that bottom of the 9th inning to win. And you don't let Gonzalez hit there if you're trying to do that.
All right, let's go out to Dan in Aspinwall, who joins us here on the Bordas and Bordas Hotline. What's up, Dan?
That's Bob. I'm a second-time caller.
Appreciate it.
Hi, Dan.
I wanted to make a point about the Astros. Apparently, Major League Baseball didn't care to punish them for cheating in the World Series because, realistically, the Dodgers should have been given the title because Houston cheated. Houston should have been disqualified.
Well, a lot of people believe that, and Major League Baseball decided to go after the people at the top of that food chain who made this possible, but the players were certainly involved and certainly liked what they were doing to the point where Altuve, I still believe he was wearing wires all the way through at the end, and he continues to deny it. And yet, with the immunity, okay, fine, you want information. I wouldn't have given immunity. I would have said, look, I want information. One way or the other, you guys are going to be, you're not going to get your rings.
And if you obstruct justice and you don't cooperate, we're going to discipline you for that. How's that sound?
That's what I'm talking about.
Players. I'm with you 100%, Bob. I would have vacated the championship. I'm not a big fan of rewarding it to the loser. I would not have given the Dodgers, the 2017, I think it was the 2017 championship, but I would definitely, there's no way I would acknowledge the Astros as the World Series champs from a couple of years ago.
412-575-2600. We got Alex in Mount Lebanon. Hello, Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Good. Thank you.
Good.
Who do you think will score the Penguins' first goal on Saturday?
I think it's going to be, if I had to take a guess, I'm going to go with Patrick Marleau. I've been talking about him. I just think he had a very inspired
Well, that's because you
training
like
camp.
Merlot, Bob. It rhymes. Merlot, Marlowe, it's all the same to a guy like you.
You know, if I was
Marlowe,
Marleau lives out in San Jose, which is close to Napa Valley. I'd have a Marleau Merlot every single night. And not only that, he should put it out there. He'd make a lot of money at it, right at the wine country. Why not?
He's made a lot of money. He's been in the NHL for about 20 years.
Yeah, but the one thing he doesn't have is a ring, and I got a feeling this might be the opportunity for him. At least I hope so. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, you know what, Bob? He does not have a reputation as a big game player. And I think even though they went to the Cup that one time and lost to the Penguins, San Jose for a long time was known for great regular seasons and terrible playoffs. Right. And so this is a chance for him now, not as much pressure on him, to make up for some of that. I'll give Alex a name. I think Brian Rust is going to get the first goal. I like him with Malkin. They've had chemistry. Everybody's talking about Gensel and Sid. How about Malkin and Rust and what they were able to do? Rust was their leading scorer in the regular season, Bob. People forget that.
And I also think that Connor Sherry is a good pickup for this time of the year. He seems to have this ability, not the same team even with Eichel in Buffalo. Playing here with Crosby, he has that ability to fit right in. Crosby knows it. And it's a shame Dominic Simone is not on the roster because I would have loved to have seen who wins that spot if Simone had been there. All right, now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Tri-State Office Furniture Tweet of the Day. And this comes to us from, speaking of the Pittsburgh Penguins, another low anniversary because on this day in 2005, Sidney Crosby became a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jackpot, cha-ching, cha-ching. And boy, you talk about not only a face of the franchise, but just a guy, if you want somebody who represents what being an athlete is all about, and taking that role seriously, not just at his job, but in a community, that's Sidney Crosby to a T. We'll take a break. 412-575-2600. Get those calls in right now. We'll be back with more and Andrew Fillipponi's thoughts on all these and more next right here on Pittsburgh CDA.